Hello and welcome to Date My Friend with Taylor P. Miller, where every episode I'll interview a lovely, eligible, single person. And if you want to go out on a date with them, you can fill out a little form in our bio and ask them out on a date. So today we have the very hot, very eligible, single bachelor. He's funny. He performs all over the country. He has a viral podcast called Afro Noodles. And he's looking for a woman. Welcome, Danny Plom.
Yay.
You excited to be here?
Yeah, so excited, guys.
Do you think your future girlfriend or wife or life partner might be listening right now?
I feel like there's much more when you ask that question. It's not just a question. It's like heavier than that.
In what way?
I don't know. But
Get
maybe.
you thinking?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I hope she's out there somewhere. You know?
So he's interested in women.
Yeah, thank goodness. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, seriously. I wish I was. I feel like we're easier to date, but maybe not. Maybe that's biased. I think we're hard to please, but I don't know. I
think it depends, right? Like, I mean, yeah, you're hard to please, but it also takes effort, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's a common thing nowadays when you're dating. Like, within like the first 5 minutes if you're like into someone. You can tell, right? Like right there you're like, "Oh, this is not going to be there's no second date," you know? Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's one of two things. It's either immediate, like I walk in and it's an automatic no, or I'm like walk in and I'm like, "Okay." And then I give it a little bit of time and they can like slowly win me over.
Yeah. Yeah. But how do they slowly win you over, though? Jokes, like compliments?
I think a lot of people are nervous on dates. And, like, I don't get nervous on dates at all. Do you?
Not really, no.
But we're comedians. So, like, our whole life is a first date. Like, every time we come on stage, now we have, 15 minutes to win the crowd over. But you really only have, like, you got to get them quick. If you don't get them on your first joke... Like, we got to look at a crowd, decide what they want to hear, say it, and make them feel comfortable and make them laugh.
Yeah, true.
And we do that every single night with different groups of people, different demographics, different ages, different cities.
Yeah. These
are people who make spreadsheets. They work from home all day.
True.
So you don't get nervous for a first date?
Okay, it's different. Like, you mentioned, like, comedy, right? But it's, like, it's such a different vibe, like, when you're trying to, like, because for guys it's different than girls, right? So girls just got to be like, I hope he doesn't kill me, like that's a real thing. We go in there like, oh, I gotta hope that she likes me, I hope my pictures match, I hope this or whatever. I don't know.
No, we feel that way too.
Yeah, but it's
because I do it in public, so I know he's not gonna kill me right then.
Well, you don't know, he might be a Dexter.
Dexter didn't kill in the middle of Citizen Public Market.
Yeah, I mean sometimes he does.
Oh, I only watched the first 2 episodes.
Oh, well, maybe lead with that. I feel like Dexter's so skilled at, like, just, like, making you feel like buddy, and then he's like, dang, needle in the neck, and then you're freaking gone, like, in public, too. Daylight, nighttime. Damn. But he's good. He's a great guy. Dexter, sorry. He's a hero in the show.
Okay.
Yeah, he's killing bad guys.
Oh, he's killing, right.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I remember that.
So, yeah, I don't know.
So it sounds like you do get a little nervous for a first date.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, but half the battle is like trying to just make sure they're comfortable, But like, again, I know right away.
So that is like comedy a little bit.
It is, actually, yeah. It's almost like they're the crowd, and I know what type of crowd this is.
Exactly.
Within the first few minutes.
Exactly.
So as soon as she's like, I like money, I'm like, yep. No
Guy.
bueno. Yeah, I'm not your guy.
You hear that, ladies? Slide into his DM. You want to be a sugar mama? What's your credit score?
Mine?
Over under 700.
Definitely not. I'm like, you know what?
Not so good.
Yeah, it's not good, but it's, it's all right. I'm gonna say the number. Jeez,
it's under 700.
I can get approved.
It's not that good.
I got a few credit cards.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
Why you just apply for a new one when you max out?
No, I don't max out my stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're good.
Yeah, I might have like a few like old T-Mobile bills. You know what I mean?
T-Mobile.
You know, back in the day when they come at you with
I
these
wouldn't be
weird ass
talk-
charges.
I wouldn't be sharing that.
Why?
T-Mobile?
What's wrong with T-Mobile? You don't mess with T-Mobile?
No, Verizon.
Wow.
T-Mobile.
They just merged with Sprint, so they're like double the whatever.
The coverage.
Yeah. So Verizon's real. I mean, they're
from
just
nothing to a little.
not gonna lie, you kind of right there, you know. But when I do have service though, it's kind of fire. You know what I mean? Like I'm out
When you're
there.
at the T-Mobile store.
Yeah.
When you're at the T-Mobile store, Instagram be loading fast.
Yeah, I think that's it's pretty solid. I mean, I'm a fan. I've been with them for like 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah, they've got me through some tough times. It's like McDonald's, you know. It's
Yeah.
like, people seem to
No,
forget
I'm
where
not
they
one
came
to
from.
talk. I'm on my parents' phone plan still, so
Yeah.
that's the only reason I have Verizon, or else I'd be on T-Mobile with you.
Jesus Christ.
At least it's not Metro PCS.
Yeah, there's Cricket too.
Yeah.
You ever heard of Cricket?
Heard of it.
Boost Mobile?
I've seen some commercials during the Super Bowl.
You never had a poor phone unless you had to input a card to put minutes in the card.
Are people still out here buying minutes?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Imagine like, babe, sorry, I couldn't text you back. I ran out of minutes.
That's, you know what's worse? It's like you're texting a girl and then she gets like a minute receipt. Like
Has that happened to you?
low balance. Like you got like please reload before you can.
Here I am complaining about a green text, and there's other girls out there getting a minute receipt.
They don't know. They don't know the pain. They don't know the pain. Android's nothing compared to freaking Boost. The mobile or all these random. You ever go to these little corner like Mexican spots? You ever go to those little corner stores?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's where you buy them.
Yeah, well, that's like the drug dealer phone, the flip phone.
Yeah, the drug dealer phone.
Yeah.
That's what you call it?
I mean, it's for drugs, right? No trace.
Drugs. Yeah. Affairs, I guess. Yeah, all
Yeah.
those. Yeah.
Secrets.
Secrets. Do you have a secret?
I'm an open book, I would say.
Yeah. An open book with like two
I
pink
have one secret,
Mm.
but I have told people.
So it's not a secret.
Oh, like something I've never told anyone?
Yeah, that's a thing. That's what secrets mean, right? Like
I don't think I have anything that I've never told anyone.
you're not like a
Do you?
six toe or something?
No, I'm like, I mean, there are things that have happened and I just haven't shared them yet because maybe they happened today, but
Oh.
not like lifelong secrets, no. Do you?
Yeah, I got a lot.
I wish I was mysterious. Maybe that would help my dating life, but yeah. Wait, back to the nerves thing. So, well, you asked me, how does a guy grow on me?
Mm-hmm.
And something I've been working on with my therapist and my mother, because they both think that I chase charisma. I chase that Riz, you know? I want a guy with Riz.
Okay.
But they tend to be on the douchier side. But when a guy's awkward, I don't find them attractive. And so what my mom and my therapist Amy keep telling me is,
Shout out to Amy.
shout out Amy always.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's been my therapist since I was 7.
Since 7 years old?
Mm-hmm. Same one.
Oh, so she knows you.
She knows me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy. Anyway, what they're telling me is that I don't get nervous, but guys who are nice might be nervous. So if they're not hitting me with that Riz right away, if they're not making me laugh right away, if they're a little awkward, you know, just give them a minute. Maybe even give them a second date. And so that's what I've been working on, is trying to give a guy who seems a little awkward but nice
Mm-hmm.
a second date. So I'm trying to I'm going on more second dates than I used to, and I'll go up to 3. If they still have no Riz on a third date, then I'm like, that's kind of when I drop them.
Wow. You're more forgiving than me. You give them 3 dates when they have nothing to offer?
No, sorry.
Oh.
Not when they have nothing, just if they're like not making me crack up.
Oh, okay.
They have to like be nice and have a good job and want a
Yeah.
girlfriend and all that, like all
Not
the
be- not be-
requirements, obviously.
Yeah. Not be broke.
Not have Metro PCS.
How would you define Riz for yourself then? Like, what, like, guys just got to be funny?
Either funny or like recognize humor.
Yeah. So if he's not laughing at your jokes, that's probably no. That's the measuring stick, huh?
Yeah. What do you think? What's attractive to you? Like,
no. Here's the thing. Like, I agree with you because, yeah, you're talking to Amy, you're talking to your mom about like you need that Riz, you need that like emotional connection. Because if you don't find them, if they don't tickle that part of you, then yeah, it's gonna be tough to like someone, even if they're like attractive, you know? Yeah, and you meet those people all the time. They're like super fine. They're like, oh, they're so hot or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you get to know them and they have nothing there. It's just hollow.
A lot of really hot people are like that.
Yeah. And that is like the hardest part about finding someone that you like.
But think about how many people that were like quieter when you met them and then you got closer with them and you're like, oh, that person never shuts up now.
Oh, because they open up.
Yeah. A lot of people are nervous.
I think, but that ties into a quality that I like, that if you can like, off the top, you can just like, you know, show that. I don't mind a quiet girl either. Like, I prefer it. I don't want anyone in the industry, you know? They're too much. We can't both be unstable, you know? Yeah, you gotta have one I want her to be
you have to have one normie.
Yeah. Like, you know, be a neuroscientist or something, or physicist, or something like complete opposite of the creative stuff. That's something I found that I like that now.
Okay, wait. So let's talk about what you're attracted to. Like, so I'm gonna set an imaginary scene. You go on a first date. Mm-hmm. You're attracted to her. She meets your standards, whatever.
Yeah.
So that is already in the bag.
Uh-huh.
What is the next thing that would make you want to go on a second date? Like, for me, it's he makes me laugh. He laughs at my jokes. And I think the biggest one is if the conversation flows, like I'm not thinking about what to say next. Those are mine. What are yours?
I'm going to be honest. If that hits off the first date like that, I'm already thinking like wedding, you know, like I'm already like, yeah, this is the one. Cause I'm not, there's no second, third. I plan on, like, I know right then and there that she's the one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause I just know, like, and I know it might be a curse or whatever, or trauma. I don't know. But I can tell right away because I wasn't in like this really long relationship of what I did like, you know? And so I've always been trying to chase that same feeling.
Yeah.
But,
it's kind of it's a little bit of delusion too.
Yeah, 100%. A lot.
I went on a first date with a guy and we really hit it off. That guy I was telling you about. And literally the next day I was like, I wonder what he would say to me in the hospital right after I have our baby, which I am going to have. It's like, I wonder what present he'll give me after I have our baby. Like, one date, I'm like, yeah, that'll be a fun day at Cedars.
See?
When I birth our child.
But that's real though. You know why? Because let's say a guy you're talking to, right? And then he's like, ugh, I can never like take care of you when you're old. Like, what do you mean? Right then you're like, oh, he ain't for me. Like, this guy can't, thick and thin, right? Like, no. Yeah. He's, short-lived. Same with the girl. Like, she's like, if she's like, oh, I'm not really looking for anything. It's like you can know that energy right away. So it's like they're not in it for the long haul.
Do you have any deal breakers?
Deal breakers.
Like, absolutely. Well,
if
maybe
they stink.
Comedian. Oh, wait.
If they smell. Like,
you going out with a lot of smelly girls?
Not a lot, but I've met a few where they look like they're really pretty and then like they just have BO.
I think I know what it is, and this is a problem in LA. It's kind of a pandemic.
What?
I bet they're natural deodorant girlies. They're afraid of parabens.
Ew.
You need a girl who doesn't fear parabens.
Dang, put on the parabens. Where my paraben badges
Because
at?
I went through a phase in college where I got scared that the aluminum in deodorant would make my life shorter. So for like a month, I wore natural deodorant. I stunk.
Oh.
And then I was like, let my life be shorter. My quality of life will be higher if I don't stink. All right. Okay. So biggest red flag is BO.
Yeah, stink, and that might be. I don't really have any other ones like. And if they're like, if they're mean, you know, I know that's like third gradish, but like, but you
No,
know,
that's refreshing. I think a lot of guys like when girls are mean.
some do. Like Willie, yeah, he loves mean girls, man. That dude, bougie, mean, hair did, everything did, you know, and they better have money and buy me a Birkin, and you know, like me, complete opposite. I'm like, ugh, like just you can be broke with a sweetheart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you baking on the weekends, take my heart, you know? That's it.
You just want some cookies.
That's it. Cookies, maybe a foot rub, I don't know.
How would you describe like your lifestyle? What's your lifestyle like? Because if you're looking for a woman, she's got to fit into your lifestyle.
Yeah.
What does a week in Danny's life look like?
Just I think patience. That would be cool. You know? If I'm my day to day, it changes. Like I do a lot of like obviously content, you know, so I do a lot of editing, and I do a lot of like we shoot a lot. Obviously, you know, we do stand up at night. Travel, and then we're like, or I have like freaking 5 auditions due that week or something, you know, I don't know, like just tapes after tapes, and then you're like,
and
okay.
You got a day job.
Yeah, and I do like a side thing, you know, so I'm, you know, I think that, but I think for the right person, those are all just excuses, you know. I think any guy out there would agree, like if we're busy, but if it's the right girl, yeah, we're always gonna make time, you know. I'll text as I'm on my way to the studio. I'll call when I'm have a break here. I will make time, you know. So sorry to spill the beans.
Wait, let me slow clap that.
It's real deal though. It's yeah.
If he wanted to, he would.
If he wanted to, he would.
I know. Whenever a guy tells me or my friends that they're busy, fuck that. No one's busier than anyone else. Yeah. I mean, people are busier than other people, but it takes, unless you got T-Mobile, it takes 1 second to send a text.
Still hating on T-Mobile, man.
I mean, it just doesn't take that much time to.
It doesn't. And you're right. It's like, but it depends, right? It's like if they, and I always try to be super communicative. Like if I really like someone, right, and I'm like, you got to give them that courtesy. It's like, oh yeah, I'm stepping into a meeting or something. It's gonna take probably a while, so just a heads up. You know, I'm not like ignoring you, and that's like, I think they appreciate that. You know,
totally.
So it's like, that's how you kind of, you know, has it been a while? Yeah, you know, ghosting era is kind of in at this moment. You know, like yeah, you kind of just like, okay, I'm not interested. Bye.
Well, and it's about finding someone that. You just got to communicate it, because like anyone in the industry, we're really busy because we're not working normal hours. So like I know with relationships in the past, for me, it's like, yeah, I work nights. I work Saturday nights. I might have a show on your birthday. I might have a show on our anniversary, whatever. But it's, let's talk about it. So what does that look like? I got an 8:00 show on your birthday. How can we make this work? Let's hang out all day.
Exactly.
Or, you know, with a guy in the past, it was, I have 3 shows this week. I'm just going to come and sleep over after. Like, we're not really going to get to hang out and have that real quality time. But when I get off stage, I'll come to you. I'll climb into bed. We'll watch a show and fall asleep. And that's our quality time this week. Like, does it look like other couples? Maybe not. Like, but you just got to, you can make it work if you want to make it work.
You know, and I like what you said there, because it also ties into, you want your partner, or I do, to have their own interests as well.
Exactly.
Right? So if the other person has no, I think this is another, like, what'd you say? A list of flags?
Green flags.
Yeah. So this would be a green flag if you have your own thing.
Hobby.
Yeah. Like if you don't have that, and I found this in the past, right, of dating, it's like they don't have anything, so you're
their thing.
You're their hobby. So like they constantly are, hey, and I don't mind that if I'm but like for me, I would love it if you're like, you're busy too, and hey, we're both busy. Can we get together and then find time? I think that's really attractive, you know.
I need to remember, because I think that it feels good at the beginning when you're someone's world, but that wears off quick. Like, I'm not going to lie, I kind of love getting love bombed. Like, at the beginning when it's just like you find a guy with no life and then you're their life, like for a month, that feels good. But once you're in a relationship, it's like, babe, you need to do something because I got things to do.
Amy, you need to do a better job. She's over here still
Amy's
enjoying.
Listening to the podcast, taking notes.
I love the love bombing. I'm like,
it
geez.
feels good. It feels good to be showered with affection.
Yeah.
I think that's why I always date potheads, because it's like, you know, they don't do much. They smoke weed and think about me.
Potheads is your thing. Yeah, I've noticed that. Every guy you tell me about, it's always pothead this, pothead that. Got so high this. I'm like, geez. What is it?
I've only dated potheads, but I'm going to try and break it. This is going to be, you heard it here first on DMF. I'm going to stop dating potheads. Do you have any fears?
What, pertaining to women? Or just in general?
Both. Let's do both.
I mean, I am scared of heights. That's one.
Okay.
Why you laugh at that? Why?
I think it's funny when tall people are afraid of heights.
Oh my God.
Because you get scared when I mean, you're 6 feet. You're 6'5".
I wasn't always though. Yeah.
So do you get scared when you look down?
No, it's not like that. Like, it's like a cliff like type of scenario. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
I could just be in like the most secure building, but it's like I can't look down. You know, it's like very freaky. I don't know what it is. Even at airports.
Like,
I know I'm not that high up, but like
when you look down to the tarmac.
Yeah, I don't know why it freaks me out.
Okay.
I mean, I don't
stomach drop.
Yeah, stomach drop kind of thing. So I like this girl wanted to go to Knott's Berry Farms, right? Like, I didn't know what that was, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's like an amusement park, right, or something like that. And we go and like.
It's like an amusement park for kids.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. I mean, what, adults go to Disneyland?
That's true.
Right?
I guess all amusement parks are for kids.
Yeah. I mean, like, why is there 40-year-olds there? Who knows, you know? But they're there. Yeah, and she suggested it. So we're there, and she's like, oh, we're going to go on all these rides. And I'm thinking they're, like, you know, chill, like, romantic, like, carousel type of stuff. No, it was, like, the real deal. Like, strap on, twisting and turning. By, like, the third ride, I was done, you know? I had to fake it like I wasn't scared.
Like the whole day?
The whole day.
Were you like grabbing her hand, trying to comfort yourself?
No, just ibuprofen, like in my pocket. Just like Pepto. Little sneak in the corner, like chuck a quick 2-3 shots and I'm back in it. You know what I mean? Like,
I do have a new fear.
A new one? What's your fear?
Manslaughter. I'm afraid I'm going to kill someone by accident. Like, because I'm a bad driver.
Wow.
And my biggest fear is that someone's going to cross the street and I'm going to run over them. And I'm going to kill them by accident.
You know?
Could you imagine committing manslaughter? That's terrible.
I'm glad that a white woman finally declared that. You know, and I think that a lot of the Asian people out there will respect that.
I feel like that is the thing that bonds white women and all Asians.
Take the heat, Taylor. You're not that bad of driving. You've never gotten in an accident. Have you?
I did run a red light on a first date last week.
Did you? But like, was it yellow and then it turned red, or were you like straight up?
It was that intersection. So it was really embarrassing because we went on a walk for our date. I told you about this. We walked 7 miles.
On the
beach. We walked back to my car. And he was parked in a different part of Venice. And I was like, I'll drive you to your car. We had a great day. And I'm like, I'll drive you back to your car. And you know that 4-way stop in Venice where all the lights turn red and then everyone can cross?
4-way stop in Venice. No, not familiar.
Okay, so it's a 4-way stop. All the lights turn red. Everyone could cross. And so, like, this light over here goes from green to red. And then the pedestrian sign said pass. And I was looking at the guy, and I just went because I figured my light turned green. It didn't. Wow. It was red. I almost hit a kid on a bird scooter.
Jesus.
And I've always been afraid of manslaughter. But now I'm really afraid of it. I would never forgive myself. I mean, I would go to jail.
Wow.
Like, well, I don't know.
No, it'd be like...
I'd probably get some good lawyers, but...
But even then, if you know, if they survived, yeah.
Yeah, this is why it's my fear.
It makes me feel better that you drive a Prius, you know?
Because it doesn't accelerate that fast.
You can't hit someone when you go zzz, like, you know?
And they won't hear it coming. That makes it scarier.
Oh my God, manslaughter. Jeez. I didn't even, first of all, I thought that was more like horror movie type of thing, not like hitting someone with a car. Is that what they call that? Is that like...
Manslaughter is when you kill so first degree murder is you have a plan to kill someone.
Wow.
Manslaughter is when you kill someone by accident, like you run a red light and hit someone with your car. If you're drunk driving and you kill someone, that's manslaughter.
Wow. You
This
know,
is such an educational podcast.
it really is. You know, I don't think I've ever known the difference until now.
Mm.
Yeah.
You don't listen to as much true crime as I do.
Yeah, probably not. But it's good. That's good. You listen to it so you can relate. You know what I mean?
That's the job as a white woman. We're just out here listening to true crime podcasts and teaching.
I think girls that listen to true crime podcasts, I think they are cooler than the average girl.
Hot take.
Yeah, I will say that.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You get one, Taylor.
Wow.
You get one.
What about girls who like Taylor Swift?
You know, I used to have an opinion about Swifties. You know, like I would be like, you know, they don't like us brown fellas. You know.
No. Being a Swiftie is all about love.
But then I met someone recently, and she was like, I'm a Swiftie, and she was very into me, and I was like, oh, all right, well, I guess that defeats the narrative of that.
You just needed to meet one person to disprove an entire racist theory.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do a little wrap up. All right, that was Date My Friend with Taylor P. Miller. Our guest today was Danny Plom. Head to the link in our bio if you want to ask him out on a date. You ready to go out on some dates?
Yeah, I'm ready to go on a mountain. So, let's go.